Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Yes, I know it's been a while. My glasses want to go upside down to the side. Okay, I need to do right. How y'all doing? This is Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, I've been off a whole week. I am back on schedule, y'all. My sister Evie is in the building. My co-host. Let me bring her on.
Hello, hello.
Hey, hello. How was the beach, honey?
Oh, it was good.
She's
It
been
was
on vacation. Yes, she's
got me
been
a
on
little tan.
vacation. Yes, looking good. The blonde hair. So I knew your hair was
Yeah.
blonde, so I had to throw on a blonde one today.
Yes. Look at us matching.
Yes, girl. Yes, girl. I had to throw on a blonde one today.
I like the blue.
Yo, so y'all, thank you. So y'all, what we doing is I need for y'all to get in the comments, talk to us. That's my co-host, is my baby sister Evie. And being that she wasn't here last week, I decided I wasn't gonna do no live on nothing last week. So tomorrow I gotta do a double, and today I gotta do a double. So we doing two episodes in one, but it's gonna be quick. 45 minutes is the limit. I like for y'all to comment in the chats and let's get this thing rocking, because love and marriage was something else. Okay, so we're gonna start with this is season 4. We're gonna start with episode 4. Kiki, do you love me? Lord, Kiki, do you love me? It was a hot damn mess. So Tiffany comes by to see Melody at her home. Tiffany felt like she was ambushed by Kimmy and Stormy. What you think about that, Bonnie? She felt like she was ambushed because she said they was talking about the Chamber of Commerce at this pajama party, and she was saying it's like asking me something when I was 12. Are you getting smart?
Right. Exactly. Like it
Are
never
you
was a
just
part of your
answer
life.
the question?
Right. Exactly. She ain't have to do all
You
that.
know, they're trying to be cool with you. You know what I'm saying? Trying
Yeah.
to fill you in and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go on. So Tiffany bought up the book signing. Now see, I got mixed feelings on this book signing. I really do. Okay. When you got a co-parent. I've been there, I done that, and I ain't even mad. I ain't even mad. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But I think it could have been handled a different way. But let's talk about it. So Tiffany brought up the book signing, and she told Melody she was surprised that the kids wasn't there. Okay. Melody explained she had 2 deaths in her family, and it was her week to have children. Melody said she got the email about the event 2 days prior to the event. Come on now. 2 days prior to the event. It's her week with the kids. She should have known about this when the kids was dropped off. Or prior
Absolutely.
to the kids, going over.
Well, let me
You
just say,
know.
Melody can't do no wrong in my eyes. That's my girl. I like Melody. She all right with me. But I'm with
She
you.
my girl too.
Yeah, she should have known something. They waited. It seemed like to me you waited to the last minute. You got what you got. I mean, it was her week, and I mean, she had definite family.
And I like the way his manager, she's another male. He like the males,
Yeah,
male. I can't think of her real name, but he called her male too. I like the way she didn't ambush Melody, and even though the kids didn't come, she said next time we'll do it on your weekend. You
right, exactly.
understand what I'm saying? She's a mother, I guess, but she has a family and she understands. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? This is my week. But if you would have told, but I had a death in my family,
right.
okay? I'm not obligated to tell you, but if you would have told me I would have considered this because it is a big moment for them.
Exactly.
And I felt like if the death wasn't in the family, them kids should have been there for that event. That's
Right.
how I feel.
Yeah.
You
No,
know, you, I have mixed feelings on it. Put y'all difference to the side,
exactly.
and the book signing should have been scheduled on this weekend, but because it wasn't, he should have let Melody know ahead of time, because you knew about this book signing before when y'all booked it, and I'm sure y'all booked it months in advance.
Right. Yeah, he knew.
Okay,
I think
so
that was the
yeah.
opportunity for him to create a storyline about her.
Okay, okay. So Melody said she got the email about the event 2 days prior to the event. So the conversation came up about Tiffany ex-husband and what made her leave him. She admitted she took advantage of him and she wanted more money and more out of the life. She admit she left her. She cheated. Well, I'm not gonna say she cheated on her ex-husband, but it sounded like it. She left because she wanted more money and she wanted a better life, because they both working 10 hours a day and she can't see nothing that they accomplish. It's just money going straight in bills. Been there, done that. But that money that I put in bills, I could see what I bought. You understand what I'm saying? So I know where that money was going to. Yes, I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses, but he was her soulmate and you left him.
Yeah.
And you said nothing but good things about this man. So
Yeah.
hopefully she treat Louis a little bit better. You understand what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think Carlos had something to say with her and the other one we're gonna talk about, Destiny,
Yeah.
because last season we didn't get much of them.
Yeah.
Okay, that transparency and all that other stuff. She telling Mel that she just went through a divorce last season. After the divorce that happened, don't nobody know nothing, and we had the Tiffany bad feelings. So now everything is coming out. So I'm thinking Carlos King saying, y'all need to bring it. We need to know more about y'all. Because other than that, I don't need y'all taking up space on the camera. Because we
Okay.
don't know nothing. All we know you is divorce, and we don't know why. And I got sympathy for both of them now. You understand what I'm saying? So, what was that, sis? Oh, they talked about okay, let me go back.
With
She
Tiffany.
wanted, okay, yeah, she wanted a better life, and he loved her unconditionally. So, you know, I feel for her, but and he's not here now. So that's even worse, and she got to live with that. So Tisha and Kim is what we talking about now. So Tisha comes over to Kimmy house with chocolate in the bottle, honey. Kimmy called her over to talk about the reunion, and the subject came up about the family and Tisha wasn't being friends. Kimmy talked about she and Maurice honeymoon. She brought up Melody Christmas party, and she let her know that her cousin Kiki was there. Uh-oh. Her cousin Kiki was there, but Kiki was talking behind her back, and she she knew Tisha didn't know Melody and Kiki was that close. So Tisha thought her and Kiki was in a good space. What you think about that?
I think she is whack for that.
Okay, so the thing about the conversation, yes, that's her cousin, but Mel met Kiki through Tisha. But whatever drama, I gotta go back and figure this out. I don't know what episode that was in, but I can go all the way back to one. So I'm gonna go back and dig that dirt up. I want to know what the conversation was, because it was Mel and Martell had threw an event, and they invited Kiki, but Tisha thought it was her place to tell um Melody and them what was going on. So when Kiki got there, it was giggles and hoo hoo hee hee ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And when you tell somebody something and then in confidentiality, she didn't forgive her. Then she forgave her. And it was a 3-hour phone call. And now this stuff that came back to surface. So let's move right on. Masu and Maurice talked about him and Kimmy's vacation. It was more than what he thought. You know what I'm saying? He not into we glad you had a good vacation, but we don't need to know how good the vacation was in the bed. Okay? And how dominant Miss Kimmy is. But I'm glad they had a good time. You know what I'm saying? Because it was 3 years coming. 3 years coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would have got married at the Justice of Peace and
Okay.
took that money that they got married on that ship and went to Miami, enjoyed my damn self. I would have had my honeymoon in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then Louis walked in. Louis and Masu was very hard on him at the reunion. You remember that?
Yeah.
So okay, so it was because Louis said Marsu and Tisha was in a bad marriage. Louis apologized, and so did Marsu. So do you remember this bad marriage talk? Because it came from when they went to Las Vegas, and it was on the go-karts and everything. And Louis and Tiffany did a little pillow talk, and during that pillow talk, it got back to Tisha, and Tisha took it back to Marsu, and Marsu brought it back at the dinner about, I don't care what I talk to y'all about, supposed to say between the guys, and not between your pillow talk. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So he was feeling some kind of way about that. How you feel about that? If I tell you something and then you go back amongst the group and then you go back and tell the husband that told your friend, best friend, now it ain't no confidentiality. How would you feel about that?
I just think it's boundaries crossed. You tell somebody something, that's where it stay. That's it.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. So yeah, exactly.
person.
So then Lewis walked in. Lewis said Marsu was very hard on him at the reunion. It was because Lewis said him and Tisha was in a bad marriage. Lewis apologized, and so did Marsu. After Maurice and Marsu had they all made Maurice made Marsu apologize. Maurice said nobody should give information on anybody else's marriage. Maurice said in the future, pull the person aside to inform them what you have to say, and that is the correct way to handle it.
Absolutely.
Little brother being the big brother.
Mm-hmm.
So um Malika, that's her name. That's the new male. That's
Yeah.
Martell's Martell's manager. That's the other male.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Malika and Martell have a meeting, and they focusing on this cookbook cover, fitness book, and a children book. and you know he got his wine tasting. So and the children's book, and they're going to be taking pictures with the kids, but they want to make sure it's booked on the, she says she's going to make sure it's booked on the week that he has the kids. The kids are authors now, and Malika and Martell, they talked about going on this Atlanta um release to do this wine, to finalize this wine. Okay. Malika has helped Martell turn his life around. You know, so she's a manager. Now they're gonna go and they're going, the mama to taste the wine, but they gotta get down to the last of it, and it's gonna be out of town, and it's gonna be more in a lounge setting for them to get to where they're gonna get. So Tiffany and Stormy wanted to get to know the real Tiffany. So Stormy apologized for her actions. She wanted to get to know Tiffany, and she misunderstood her. They talked about having children. Stormy said she almost died having her child, and she don't want to have another child. Tiffany and Lewis talk about having another child, but Tiffany have the family around to help her. So what you think about Stormy? Like Stormy had third and fourth degree tears. I know you can relate to that. And she said she not having no more kids. She almost died. You know what I'm saying? It's when you have tears like that, that is rough. I had my first child. I had tears all the way up, girl, the sis bath was my best friend.
Yeah, those, you know, I mean, I wouldn't mind having more children, but I'm telling you, those tears, they sit you down. It's not even the it's crazy because a lot of people say, "Oh, you probably not getting no sleep. You're probably so sleep deprived." I'm like, sleep deprived? We're not even talking about sleep deprivation. The healing
You,
of childbirth,
yeah, and then everybody be focused
horrible.
on the baby. Ain't nobody focus on you no more,
Exactly.
cause
All in
they
pain.
focus on you. Yeah, they focus on you. Why? Cause you pregnant and you the had the baby. Now all the attention is on the baby. It need to be attention on you and the baby. You
Exactly.
understand what I'm
Was
saying?
husband was good about splitting it and making certain we both was good, but I do know situations where a lot of women they're not taken care of in that sense, and you need to be because you just birth a human. Like childbirth in itself is just like another
It's amazing.
world.
It's
Yeah,
it's just amazing. It is amazing. And if you get to experience it, it's a wonderful feeling. But my first child, I act a fool. I acted fool. I ain't gonna lie to you. I acted a fool. I stood up on the dirt on the gurney. Get this child out of me. I stood up on the gurney, honey. Yes, so yes I did. Yes I did. 26 hours of labor. Girl, woo!
same. Yeah, it's no joke. It's no joke.
Yeah. So, I can understand why Stormy don't want no more kids. So Letitia into black and asked Jaden, you know, I don't like the way they carry Jaden. I really don't like the way that they carry Jaden. They treat Jaden some kind of way. So, but Letitia into black, with her boss self, and asked Jaden where's his suit, and was he checking up on she said she's always checking up on him. His response was, I need to go back home to get my suit because I've been here all day long. So I guess whatever he do in the daytime is one thing, and then at night he has to wear a suit because it's a lounge.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so meanwhile, Kiki show up. Letitia offer her a drink on the house. She gonna need that drink on the house because things about to go left. So she also informed her that she knew that Kiki was talking about her at Mel's pajama party over something that happened 5 years ago. Evie, 5 years ago. And Tisha and Marsu talked about her to Mel, and Martell and them was laughing, and they was laughing about her. This was 5 years ago. Like I said, Kiki said Letitia admitted to doing it. So she told her personal business and Letitia apologized. So Letitia said, let's cut ties. Oh, she a boss. She got up. Just let's cut ties. Because see, like I told you, her attitude has changed. 3 of their attitude has changed because Carlos told them, y'all need to step it up. Step it up. Mel ain't got no problem stepping it up. You know what I'm saying? Mel will tell you what she got to say, when she got to say it. Don't care if you like it or if you don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about your delivery. When you reach a certain age, it's about your delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't come to you messed up because I'm at an age that I'm at a teachable moment. You understand what I'm saying? I done lived life. I done done life. Now I can teach you about life. If you wrong, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? The best thing for you to do is to come to me and ask me for some advice, and I can give you the advice because I've lived it. Okay. So let me get back to this. Tisha was on the phone. Yeah, so after she so Letitia said, let's cut ties. She get up and walk off, and Tisha was on the phone talking to Kimmy. She called Kimmy. I'm shaking. I just finished talking to Kiki, and Kiki walked up during the conversation and wanted to know, who you talking to me about now? Who you talking to me about now? So that was the end of part 1. So what you think about that? Then we're gonna get into part 2. That ain't gonna take long.
I just think that if everybody keep everybody conversation where the conversation happens, then all of this will go away. The fact that does she have a right to go vent to her friend? Absolutely. But the thing is, you knew the girl was still there. You knew she was gonna come outside, and when you saw her come outside, you knew she was gonna come to you. Like, I just felt like she needed to evaluate her emotions a little bit. But if she was gonna go say something, just calm down first before you get on the phone and you just running it. Like, just telling her, Kimmy, everything. Like, slow down.
But let me ask you something. Now, Tisha wasn't invited. Destiny wasn't invited to the party.
Right.
Do you think Kimmy should have went back and told what happened at the about the conversation that took place
No.
there?
No.
Because for one, they don't even talk like that. They sister-in-laws, and they don't even talk like that.
Yeah, just keep your mouth shut. Like, my whole thing was, it's not like in the moment she was that uncomfortable. So then don't pretend later to be so uncomfortable that you gotta tell the person. If you was that uncomfortable, you should have said something, defended her, or left the table and said, I can't talk about this, or I can't be here to hear all this because, that's my friend, or,
That's my sister-in-law and
I say technically.
cousin.
So if you was that bothered by it, you should have said something.
Right. Yeah, you shouldn't have, I wouldn't have went back and said nothing. Me personally, I would have said something at the party.
Yeah. Because now,
Look, she not here to defend herself. Let's cut that part out about her. Now, they did try to swerve it, and Mel came back in a way to bring it back up. But you do remember she had issues with her marriage. She said, yeah, she had to look at her, reevaluate her marriage. But I think it should have been left alone right there.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like they thrive off doing it. So it's like, but why y'all got to do all that? You could have
But
just told
I think the only reason why she came and said something because it was gonna be aired on TV, and it was gonna be aired on TV, and the cameras picked it up. So you know she was talking about you, and you ain't say nothing about it. So that's why you came to me and said it. Now I love me some Kimmy. I love me some Kimmy. But Kimmy, that was a time to leave that alone. You know what I'm saying?
Kimmy is honest, but sometimes Kimmy just be in the way. I can't really explain it. It's kind of one thing I don't like about this cast either is like it's almost like whatever Kimmy says is law. So they don't never really typically go against her, but sometimes she be in the wrong. Like right now, she's in the wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead on. We're half an hour into the show. So I'm trying to keep this down to 45 minutes, because I know you'd had a long day and you got Nisi to attend to. So we on season we know we're on season 4, but now let's go on to episode 5. It's entitled Coins to Make, Not Friends to Fake.
Yeah.
Coins to make, not friends to fake. Okay, so the argument continued with Kiki. Just hadn't accepted an apology from 5 years ago, but Letitia done had enough. So Martell walked into Marsu's office venting on the book signing. Mel didn't bring the kids to the book signing, but he knew it wasn't his weekend. Martell telling everybody that would listen to him. Now he wants to keep the now he talking about keeping documentation. Hey Ebony, how you doing? Ebony put in some purple hearts. Yes, she did. She put in some purple. Ebony, she'd have put she in the chat. She'd have put in some purple hearts. Let me bring it up on the chat.
Hey, Nisa Pooh.
Yeah, she'd have put she in the chat. I see you, Ebony. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Yeah. So um yeah, he talking about he gonna keep documentations of everything that Mel is doing. He tell Masu he's having the final wine tasting for the final wine tasting, and he's doing it in Atlanta. Another guy's trip. Another Atlanta guy's trip. Really? Another Atlanta guys trip, but this time it's gonna be in a lounge. The first thing Masu say in his confessional, Letitia trusts him. She trusts and he trusts him, and she trusts her. So Martell wants to come back to Scope. He want to come back to the Scope. Who is this? Somebody said, "Hey y'all."
Eba.
She said, "Hey y'all, hey Ebony, we miss you, girl. We miss you." Yeah. So let's get back into it. So the first thing Masu say in his confessional, Letitia trusts him and she trusts her. Martell wants to come back to Scope. So Scope is Scott's and Hope. And that was the comeback group, and that was the name of it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So they got out of it, and they tried to come back in it, and in the office on last season, and Martell and Melody got into it, and there it go again.
Yeah.
So, but Martell is a good worker. He just don't have his contractor license. So he needs somebody with a contractor license to work under. He can do the work, but he don't have that license part. Okay, but he got to be under somebody with that license. See, Mel had it all, the building license, everything.
Yeah.
So they was fine. They was fine as a couple, So what you think about him coming back?
I just think he need to sit down somewhere. I really do. I just don't
And do
know.
his wine and do his
Yeah, just
wine and
like
cat and his calendars
yeah,
and
just
his books and stuff
oh,
like that.
yeah, go ahead, do your calendars and your baby subscriptions and your cheese tasters. He got everything. He just need to go chill. Like just you got everything going on, just go ahead and do your thing. To be honest with you, I'm, I'm really surprised he even would want to like he would even want to come back after him and Melody divorced and all this jazz. Like, just go ahead. Like, he act like he don't ever want to be attached to anything that she is attached to or used to be attached to. So just go ahead. You
Yeah.
got enough going on. Just go ahead, go or go get the license
Yes.
and then come back. Cause
Yes.
just fix it up first. Don't just go ahead.
Right. So let's move on. So where was it? Obama wants to take baby steps because of what they went through in the past. So basically, Martell got to prove himself. They ain't ready. Okay, so Marsu and Tisha at this point, Destiny needs help. So a joint venture is on the table. I don't think Martell wanted to hear that, but he started scope. Marsu is trying to save, the company. Marsu is. Kimmy tell Maurice about teacher having to vent at the conversation at Black and what was going on. And they said they're gonna have to add Wanda in it. And Kiki and Tisha been going through this for some this argument for years at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, Destiny to open up, and she trying to, like, in her business, she got like the front part, I forgot what it's called, but it's mainly the beauty supply store in the front, but
All right.
she got space in the back
Right.
for to have booths, a conference room, and all that. So she was on welfare, when during cousin. I told you what cousin is.
Yeah.
She was doing cousin, she was on welfare, because everything was shut down. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? She had to rely on her father. Normally, she helped her father, you know what I'm saying? And she almost lost everything. So, what Masu is going to do is help her get on her feet. And he thinking about calling, let Martell help him with this project. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? To help Destiny to get on her feet. And see, she was all for that. What's her name? Tisha was all for it. She wasn't for it at all because she don't trust Martell. You know what I'm saying? But when it came up to Destiny in the project, she was all for it. You know what I'm saying? I think the procedures wanted Destiny and Tiffany to open up more. Like I said, the producers, you know,
Yeah.
and from her divorce, she had to refinance her home. Her divorce really took her down. Her credit score was shot. She
Yeah.
had to, like I said, she had to reply on public assistance. So she really opened up this seasons. But getting back to Destiny, she's getting 15-20 suites added to the store. You know, a conference room, an office, and that extra money can help the shop. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you do that to help you bring money back,
Oh
good.
look,
Hold on, we got
coming.
Bo
Oh,
Franklin. Good evening, real lovely to see Madam Co-host. Hello, Bo.
hello.
Um,
Uh,
he in Frank Bo.
I'm
Oh, okay. Hey, Frank. Hey, Frank. I know Frank. How you doing, Frank? So good to see you. Thank
I,
you for
I'm more
joining.
I'm for whatever makes her money. If she has a plan, because she got she got a baby boy she got to take care of. So whatever is gonna make her some money and get her back on her feet, and help her to provide for her son, I'm with that. Now, do I think she need to be careful who she work with? Yes. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
part of me was kind of like, I won't say confused, but just like, I don't know. I guess I was just shocked that she was even willing to work with them after how much drama has happened within that group. Like, I would think that she would want to separate herself from that. But at the same time, if these people have a proven track record of they can get you money, they can come through for you, because they came through for her
Mm-hmm.
and she seen them living in their dream, then I respect that too. But I'm for whatever gets her on her feet and her baby boy taken care of. That's where I'm at with that.
Okay, so she heard, okay, let me go back. Maurice had a heart to heart talk with Destiny. He heard she was getting into it with her friend, meaning Melody. Speaking on Melody, she goes on to tell him about a conversation that took place that Tisha was enemy. Destiny was not aware of this at the time. So Destiny didn't know that Tisha was Melody enemy. Maurice wanted to know, will she still be Tisha's friend after finding out Tisha is not Melody's friend? Destiny replied yes. Maurice asked Destiny, who did y'all call to discuss what's going on? She replied, Tisha. Maurice says he's going to pray for her. She's got a lot going on. She do got a lot going on, but she'd have replied, she'd have went back to, it's like the back and forward. You know what I'm saying? The back and forward. And it's enough of that now. It's really enough of that. So Marsu and Tisha had a talk um about Wanda shattering him at Black because she's supposed to be getting this truck done. You see what I'm saying? They helping her finance her food truck. So with that, he's helping. He's gonna help her, teach her the skills that she need to do for this truck, give her the practice that she knew. Marcel tells Tisha that Martel stopped by. He tells her that he really wants to buy back into Scope, that about Martel. She think they are good for each other in business, where one is lacking the other picks up, but she just don't trust Martel. Marsu would be a test with Destiny's project, but Tisha is not on board bringing him on to buy back into the business right now. Marsu agreed with her and said it's just a test. Lord, what is she going to say about another man? What's she gonna say when he tell her about another man's trip to Atlanta? This was his time to open up, but he's so busy telling her about the trip that he should have said, not about the trip. He should have told her wine tasting that's coming. That's what he should have talked about. And then talked about that Destiny thing later after they came back. But anyway, we almost through. Okay, so Destiny meet up with each other, meet up with Mel to discuss their issue. People start working on the project with Destiny because of their issues. Okay, she got a friend that was gonna help her, but because Melody know her, the person made their mind up she wasn't going to help her with it. Destiny said Mel hadn't reached out to her, and she had receipts that she had reached out to her. Mel took her phone out and basically went down the line of everything. She listened to what Melody was saying, but Destiny said it didn't matter. You can read all the messages you want. Melody said, I allowed you to create a falsehood of something that never happened, and I never corrected you. Also, Melody had a problem with Martell calling and dropping by when she was, dropping by where she was. In her confessional, she said her and Martell had been friends since high school. So what you think about that?
I think that's murky waters. Like, like, I'm not gonna say she need to just up and stop being his friend because she met him, and that's been, sound like to me that been like her homie for a long time. But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and to be honest, I really don't think Melody would have had a problem with them being like still being friends if she actually had trust in Destiny. But I think Destiny has created a platform now where it's like, well, I can't trust you as my friend, so I certainly can't trust that you're not on the phone with Martell talking about me. Like, you already done lied about me.
Right.
So it's kind of like it's kind of, it's hard for her to play both sides in that situation because there's no trust there. And so to me, with them not being friends, it's kind of like that make the most sense, because otherwise I don't know how this gonna last.
Right. And this feud really started up last year at her listening party when she started talking about this village. You remember about the village
Yeah.
thing? That's when that feud really started. That feud really started. She was like, I got a village. And she was saying, like, well, I want to be your village. Things like that. But anyway, after the argument, Destiny said, friends have seasons, and it is what it is. Melody got up and said, you got coins to make it, and not friends to make. Okay, so she got Melody, and then
Funny.
she one of the producers on the show, so she gonna have a spinoff going to Atlanta. She got her own thing going on. Word is, allegedly the the baby mama may come back on have an appearance on the show on the next season. So we shall see how that's gonna turn out. You know
I,
what I'm saying?
I
She
would.
gonna be in the land of trip. She gonna be at the land of trip. I know that. I'm pretty sure of that. You
God,
know.
that's all too
You
much.
know.
The process.
So yeah, but he got a child by, and they both doing them. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It's over with now, and they just need to move on. They need to learn how to co-parent. That's what they need to do. They need to learn how to co-parent. You got people that in marriage, they got kids, and they have to learn how that before you can get married to somebody else, with a family. You got to see how my kids going to react to you. Because
Yeah.
my kids don't react to you a certain way, you not marriage material for me. You understand what I'm saying? As long as the kids accept you, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes the other half makes make it rough for the other person. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you ain't got to do nothing she say. You ain't got to do this and you ain't got to do that. So it is what it is. So this has been Love and Marriage episode. We did 4 and 5, and we did it in 45 minutes, sis. So glad you back. I
Yeah.
appreciate you being here. Yes, girl. I got a ringtone with your name on it. Hey. I know when you calling.
I know that.
So yes, it's got sis on it. It say your name. It actually says it's you.
I love.
I found this app, child. I'm just having fun with it.
I know that's
The
right.
kids and everybody. So look, y'all, this been Love and Marriage Huntsville. Tomorrow I will be doing Lord, what I be doing tomorrow? Ready to Love. Y'all know, so I be doing Ready to Love, and we getting down to the last episode. So me and Prissy will be doing that tomorrow around 2:30, and If you don't catch it in the 2:30, maybe you can catch the replay. Vaughn, I need you to share this video like you do. Keep our numbers up. Y'all hit that like button before y'all leave. And thank y'all for joining me. I thank everybody in the chat. It's been real. And thank you for supporting your girl. It really means a lot to me. Please hit that like button before you leave, after you watch the video, or might as well hit it while you're looking at the video. That way you don't forget. Okay? So this has been I Am the Real Lovely C. I am your host, and my co-host is Evie. And so with that, I say thank you, sis, and I catch y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.